Yeah, just what did it feel like a night like tonight, team-wise, just everything clicking, and then personally, obviously you had the fumbles last week, and to have such a big game responding to that?
Well, I beat on myself a little kind of during the week, leading up to the game, and I got to protect the ball even if it was a walkthrough. I just that's not something like me, and I kind of left a reputation like that. It's like I got to fumble the ball, big got to fumble the ball, so I have to really lock in on that, going into next year as well. So. It was a great team win. I put it all on the line. With some new guys out there that got out there. So, I'm just happy the line was doing their thing today.
Well, I mean, that first quarter, pretty flawless, 21-0. I don't know, how big was that to kind of remove doubt or give you a huge advantage?
Usually in the past games we start a little bit slow offensively, and last game and this game, we had to come out fast and actually, hit them in the mouth before we get hit in the mouth. So it's just really trying to minimize the mistakes and go forward.
When you came to Toledo, was this kind of what you were hoping to accomplish individually, career-wise, to be able to hit marks like this and have multiple stacking 100-yard games?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's every running back in college football would hope 1,000-yard season, but I'm glad I got that, and I'm thankful for it, and let's keep moving.
MAC West champions again, how big of a discussion point was that before the game?
We didn't even talk about that. We were just focused on this game and how we got to take this game. Last year we was kind of, once we got that news, we kind of like chilled a little bit. This year we got to actually keep going. It's like, okay, well, it's good, but, let's keep going.
Are you ever surprised at how much teams kind of throw you? I mean, they did it one of the first plays of the game, and they come back at it again and get the interception.
That's what I want. I want teams to try me, throw at me, you know what I'm saying? That give me the chance to just make plays and stuff like that. So that's how I see it.
How long have you been waiting for that interception?
I think since last year at Western, I've been itching for it, but at the same time, I just got to trust my technique, not get too greedy and stuff like that. So just playing sound football.
Along the lines of what I asked DQ, why do you think this year is going to be different, these final two games, as opposed to last year when you guys kind of let your guard down?
Just the focus point is just, every day, we clinch, so what? Like, we got to come in tomorrow and we got to prepare. Like, we ain't won nothing yet, for real. So, we got bigger goals and stuff like that. So we just got to take it one day, one practice, 1 week, one game at a time.
So, going into this game, Eastern Michigan's rush defense was the thing they really struggled with. Was the game plan to kind of pound the ball and you just happened to throw well, or did you want to attack them through the air?
Game plan was to, execute the Toledo offense at a very efficient rate. And I feel as though we did a good job of doing that, passing-wise, running-wise, all cylinders. We clicked on all cylinders. So, just good seeing, that type of, flow going early on in the game, and it kind of just, corresponded later on and just carried with us. So,
did you have any determination tonight to have a big game after being somewhat shaky the last couple of games?
I try to, obviously, you want to play your best every game, but you also can control what you can control. And today, I just controlled what I could, and just threw what the defense gave me. Just simple throws, and one big shot came, and I took advantage of it. So it was just taking what the defense gave me. So.
Did you ever think Penny would have 116 yards receiving?
100 who?
16. Penny.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I didn't know that. So yeah.
And then why? Last year, as Penny mentioned it. You lost two straight games after you clinched last year. Why will this year be different?
Because the expectation is higher for us. We know what the end goal is, and we know that we can't let up on any circumstance. Because when you let up, then that's when you get hit in the mouth. So we're just gonna continue to work on getting better each week, and whoever we got next week, that's what we're gonna focus on. None ahead, none behind. So.
You guys had gotten out to fast starts in the couple prior games, but then it kind of almost felt like it tapered off. Did it feel nice to almost have the pop off 49 points in a game that you haven't kind of seen those numbers since more at the start of the season?
Yeah, it felt good seeing those type of numbers, but I mean, it's football. You're gonna have ups and downs, but yeah, it's good. It's good seeing that. So.
Maybe 10 different receivers. I didn't count, but you threw to a bunch of different receivers throughout tonight. What makes, one, this offense, and two, the vast majority of playmakers on your offense so potent?
We got playmakers. Receivers, they're just unique in their own ways. You got the running backs unique in their own ways. And once you have that, I'm thankful enough to have a good O-line that's, working their tails off this whole season. So it's just once you have those type of weapons with you, you're going to get that type of result. And I'm just thankful that, everybody just playing their part. We all playing our part, and we all are just on one accord. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously very proud of our football team. Very resilient team tonight, I thought. Got off to a hot start. Played very sound, complementary football in all three phases. Turned turnover into points, turned some short fields into points, some really good special teams play in the first half, and built a great lead. And played very efficient in all three phases, I thought, throughout the course of the game. And really a tough week for us. I mean, we got a lot of guys that were down and a couple guys out due to injuries, a lot of guys sick in and out of practice all week. And, you say that stuff after a loss and it's an excuse, but, I think it's, after a win, you shed light on it. And, it's a credit to our team, credit to our depth, credit to our ability to continue to handle tough situations. And, hats off to our guys. And it's led by our senior class. And for them to finish, undefeated in the Glass Bowl, one of our goals of being this season, protect home turf. And, if you can do that in this league, historically, you're going to put yourself in position to probably play for a championship, and that's what we've been able to do. So a lot left for us to go accomplish. Got a big football game coming up here in the next, I think, 6 days from now. So we'll enjoy this one tonight and then turn our focus to the next one. Well, I think we talked about this last week. Yardage number wasn't, what it's historically been here or what we want it to be, and it was due to inefficiency on third down. And, when you're able to extend drives, you give yourself obviously more opportunities. Still not a lot of offensive plays. Only 60 offensive plays. That's 2 weeks in a row where we're 60 or under. So, But it is what it is. But I'm happy with that part of it. And situational football, again, is key in I think any offensive system. So some really good highlighted plays by some individual guys, and especially there towards the end. We couple the last drive for a touchdown. There's a couple good third down conversions on that drive. And DQ made a couple great plays in the first half to extend those drives there, and that was good to see.
How good did you think DQ was? Only 4 completions, 8 passes over 20 yards.
Yeah, he's impressive tonight. And obviously a team that was committed to stopping the run, right? 7 guys at the line of scrimmage consistently and, daring us to throw it. So, we had to do that. And that's not, we want to be as balanced as we possibly can. You guys know that. We want to run the football. And, but we had to find other ways to get the backs involved in the game. And, I think, Penny had he have over 100 yards receiving? Yeah, so, find ways to get those guys the ball and get it to the perimeter to them and use them in a passing game. So it was one of those type of nights.
Well, it's always one game at a time. Do you feel like there was almost a niceness in having the turnovers kind of cleaned up this week? Know that you're also going into Bowling Green, where they're a team that forces a lot of turnovers next week.
I think we still turned it over a couple times tonight. So again, we got to work to get that off the tape. And I don't really know what Bowling Green's good at or bad at right now. So I'll get into that tomorrow and worry about them tomorrow. But, I think, obviously it's taking care of the football in any football game is critically important, and, I think that you probably asked DQ what was his most memorable play tonight. He'd probably tell you the interception. That's just who he is and how he focuses and how he thinks. So, we got to take care of the ball in that situation. And, at the end there, you want to finish the game with the ball in your hands. So a couple things we got to correct for sure.
Last year you obviously had big quarterback issues the last couple games. But, do you think there was a little bit of a lack of focus, and why will it be different this year?
I don't know if it'll be different. I know there was a lack of something. We lost 2 games. So, it better not be the same. I mean, we got to get back to work here tomorrow, short week, and go play a rival. So, but I mean, again, at this point in the season, if we're looking for external motivation, then we got a real problem. We got bigger issues than just what the next 6 days are going to provide. So, pretty internally motivated football team and program. It has been that way the entire season. So, I would expect us to go play really, really well. I'd expect to get the very best Bowling Green team we will possibly see, and it to be a great game.
I got one. I'm sure your mind's not focused on this quite yet, but there's a conversation developing about you guys possibly being ranked and possibly representing the Group of 5 in the New Year's Six Bowls. Do you think your team's worthy of that? Do you have any comment on that?
I mean, I think right now where we're at is, again, 6 days out from playing our rival, and you got to handle what's in front of you. You know what I mean? There's so many variables, so many things that go into that, and so many avenues and things that you could go down, paths you could go down of discussion. And when that time happens, if it happens, we'll have those conversations. But right now, I mean, we don't have time to focus on anything that what's in front of us. And tomorrow, we got to get a wounded, banged up football team ready to come back in here and have a good week of practice to go play a rival.